Okay, so the first step here is to unlock our iPhone. We've got to get access to it. So we're going to swipe up on our phone. And if we've got Face ID set up, that recognizes our face, so it just unlocks the phone for us. Makes it real simple to use. Okay, so now that we've unlocked our phone, we need to go to our Settings app, and that is where we're going to be able to change our background. All right, so let's go to the Settings app. And then within the Settings app, we've got to find the Wallpaper icon. So we're going to scroll down a little bit. And then here we see the Wallpaper icon, and we select that. All right, so now we've got to choose a new wallpaper. Really, it's the only option we have here. So we're going to select that, choose new wallpaper here. Then you see several different options. So we've got all of our photos. Up at the top, we have dynamic, stills, and live. And these are stock photos that come preloaded onto the iPhone. So if you select dynamic, these are different dots, if you will, colored dots that just kind of float down the phone, and it looks kind of cool. But for this one, we're going to choose a photo that is in our personal photo library. Is select all photos. So we're going to select that here. Then we are going to select the photo that we want to choose. And here I have an ice cream. You can also move and scale these photos. So if I pinch with 2 fingers, it makes the photo smaller. I can actually pinch with 2 fingers and make the photo larger. All right, so after we've got it sized, again, we pinch with 2 fingers and expand or contract. And then we're going to hit set. Oh, and by the way, before we do that, you have 2 options here, still and perspective. If we hit perspective and you wobble the phone around, it kind of changes it and makes it have depth to the phone. All right, so we're going to select still. I actually like still a little better. We're going to hit set. Now we have 2 options. Set lock screen, set home screen, or set both. If we set only the lock screen, if we select the top option, that will only select and set our lock screen. That's the first screen when you first turn on your iPhone before you unlock it. If we set the home screen, that only changes the picture on the screen with the apps and our icons. And if we set both, that is going to take this picture of this delicious ice cream and it's going to put it on the home screen as well as the lock screen. So I'm going to change both. Set both, and it's going to set my wallpaper. So now, if you swipe up from that, it takes it away, and we can see that our home screen is now this beautiful piece of ice cream. And if I were to get back to my lock screen, you see that my lock screen now says or shows this picture of this beautiful piece of ice cream. So that is how you change your background. Next, I am going to show you how to set one of the dynamic stills or live photos. So what we are going to do is, again, we're going to unlock our phone, and I'm going to go through all of these steps again. We're going to swipe up. Then we go to our settings app. And if you can't find the application, one trick I like to use is I like to actually swipe down about midway in the screen. So you can swipe down, and that actually brings up a search box. You can type in settings, and you see it prioritizes applications within the search. To repeat the steps, we swipe up from our home screen, tap on our settings app. It looks like a little gear. It's right here, settings. And then we want to look for wallpaper. Select that, choose new wallpaper. So now we want to do a dynamic wallpaper because we thought those looked cool. We just select that dynamic wallpaper. Let's do the green dots. All right, so now we can set this. Again, I want to set it on both here. Actually, no, let's just change our lock screen and just leave the home screen with ice cream. So I'm going to only select set lock screen. All right, and then to get back out of this, I just kind of swipe up. There's this little black bar near the bottom of the phone. That's a good visual place to kind of take your thumb and start swiping up until you reach about midway up the phone. And then it kind of pulls the app up. And if you just completely swipe up, it just goes away. And so now you see that I have ice cream still on my app screen, but if I swipe down to my lock screen, I've got this cool little perspective live shot. So now I want to change that again. I want to use one of the cool live shots that come with the new iPhones on my lock screen, so that if I press it down, it changes and does a cool little animation. So what I'm going to do here is unlock my phone. Again, kind of going back through the same steps each time, just changing it from the photo, then the dynamic picture. Now we want to try one of the cool new live photos. So we are going to go to our settings and we select wallpaper. And then I want to choose a new wallpaper. Again, it's my only option. And I want to select live here. And it really only has 3 options: stock with the phone. So I'm going to go with this cool one to the right, purple and gold, my high school colors. All right. And then I want to, and you can see here, if I hold and press hard on the screen, it actually animates the wallpaper. And that's why I selected this one. It looks kind of cool. So I am going to leave it on live photo. Here at the bottom, you can change it from still. That's just a plain old picture. Perspective, and that is where if you kind of move the phone around in your hand, it looks like it's got a little depth into the picture. And then this last one, live photo. So you can press on the screen to see the wallpaper actually animate. So I'm going to press and hold that. That looks kind of cool. So I'm going to hit my set button here, and I'm going to set this on the home screen. Actually, set it on the lock screen. So I'm going to press the set button and set this on the lock screen. Because the lock screen, again, I'm going to get out of this now, it goes back to this page after it sets it. I'm going to swipe up from this little black bar here, kind of push the apps away. And then if I swipe down at the very top of my phone, that's going to show me my lock screen here. and you will see that it is changed to this live wallpaper. And I can press down on it and it has this cool animation. Not really a point to it, but it's a cool animation nonetheless.